Hi everyone. Today our discussion topic is difference between fifth schedule and sixth schedule. Very important topic, no doubt. Fifth schedule, that is schedule areas, and sixth schedule, that is tribal area. We'll discuss in details about these two important schedules. So fifth schedule, it consists of provisions for administration of tribal areas in any state except Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Remember, मनोट रखिबा कि जो ट्राइबल एरिया है दैट इज फिफ्थ शेड्यूल इज एसोसिएटेड टू ट्राइबल एरिया. ठीक है, तो जब भी फिफ्थ शेड्यूल का नाम आए तो याद रखना दैट इज ट्राइबल एरिया, बट नॉट about the state Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. So, except Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram, other tribal areas falls under fifth schedule. Then sixth schedule. Sixth schedule consists of provisions for the administration of tribal areas in these four states: Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Okay, so this fifth schedule, Tribes Advisory Council is there. So main council body is the Tribes Advisory Council in the case of fifth schedule. While in the case of sixth schedule, Autonomous District Council is there. So in the case of sixth schedule, we have Autonomous District Council. So for Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram, we have Autonomous District Council. While for fifth schedule, we have Tribes Advisory Council. Then, in the Constitution, the expression schedule areas means such areas as the President may, by order, declare to be the schedule areas. So, it is President who may, by order, can declare the schedule areas. That is the fifth schedule areas. While in the sixth schedule, the governor has the power to create a new autonomous district or region, or alter the territorial jurisdiction or the name of any autonomous district or autonomous region. So you schedule area means such areas as the president may declare them to be schedule areas. And in the case of sixth schedule, governor has the power to create a new autonomous district or region or alter the territorial jurisdiction or the name of any autonomous district or autonomous region. Okay. But in case of fifth schedule, remember, they have less autonomy, but in the case of sixth schedule, they have more autonomy. That is legislative, executive, financial, and judicial power. Means more legislative, more executive, more financial, and more judicial power. So these are shortly the difference of fifth and sixth schedule. I am repeating again, fifth schedule, all those tribal areas in other state except Assam, Meghalaya, and Tripura, Mizoram. And sixth schedule, basically the tribal areas of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. And in case of fifth schedule, we have Tribes Advisory Council. In case of sixth schedule, we have Autonomous District Council. And in case of schedule areas, the president declared them as per the requirement, and the governor declared the sixth schedule areas or autonomous district council. And fifth schedule have less autonomy, sixth schedule have more autonomy. Now, yeah, more autonomy in the case of, we just said that legislative, executive, financial, and judicial. Let's come to the fifth schedule areas. So fifth schedule areas or schedule areas means such areas where the president may by order declare to be the schedule areas. They have given autonomy in marriage, law, property, transfer, inheritance. Okay, so you can see here we have 10 states where these schedule areas are there, sorry, like Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Now they are treated differently. I mean, these schedule areas are treated differently. Why? Because of their socio-economic backwardness, and special efforts need to be made to improve their condition. Remember, schedule areas are those areas which are comparatively socio-economically backward, and they need some special effort to improvise their condition. Now, I already told you that 10 states have schedule areas. Remember the names: Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, and Rajasthan. Now, what are the features of fifth schedule? First, declaration of the schedule areas, which is done by President. Okay, so President has the authority to declare a schedule area, alter, increase, or decrease the boundaries after the consultation with the governor of that state. Then, executive power of states and center. States administer schedule areas. The executive power of center extends to giving direction to the states with respect to the administration of such schedule areas. Okay, so governor has a special responsibility. He has to submit a report to president with respect to the administration of such areas annually or whenever required by the president, and center gives direction to state. So we have seen that center, that is basically through president, have exclusive power on administering these scheduled areas. Tribes Advisory Council. So each state having scheduled areas has to establish a Tribes Advisory Council, that is TAC, to advise on the welfare and advancement of the STs. Now, this Tribes Advisory Council consists of 20 members. And remember, this 20 out of this 20 members, 3/4 of whom are to be the representative of ST in that particular state, because these are the tribal areas, right? So there should be 3/4 of these 20 members should be the representative of that particular state. They belong to ST. Now, Legislative Assembly, a similar council can also be established in states having STs but not scheduled areas therein, if the president so directs. Suppose president directs, then this type of Tribes Advisory Council, means you can say a similar council, they can also be established in states where no such scheduled areas are there, but yes, a good population of ST. If the no representatives of STs in a state legislative assembly, that is number of seats in this Tribes Advisory Council to be filled by such representative, then what happens? The remaining seats shall be filled by the members of those tribes. Governor may make rules on appointment of the members, and what are the law applicable to scheduled areas? Governor is empowered to direct that any particular act of parliament or state legislation does not apply to the scheduled areas or apply to specified modification and exception. Means if some law is being passed by the state legislative assembly, then maybe, or some by act of parliament, some law being passed, then such law may not be applicable to the scheduled areas or may be applied with some modification and exception. And who can do that? Governor can do that. Okay. Now, this means you got it, that how the law being applicable to the scheduled areas. Now, this regulation actually he can make for peace and good governance of scheduled areas after consulting with the Tribes Advisory Council. Okay, such regulation may prohibit and restrict the transfer of land, regulate the allotment of land and business of money lending with respect to the ST. So whatever this decision being taken that a law can be applied or not, this is actually being means considered with respect to the regulation of peace and good governance of such you can say scheduled areas, because you know scheduled areas are comparatively backward. You can say that those populations are relatively means backward. So we need to improvise their situation. So if any such law pass which can harm their means interest, then that law should be prohibited. Also, a regulation may repeal or amend any act of parliament or state legislature which is applicable to the scheduled areas. But all such regulation require president assent. Means if we need to repeal or amend any act, then the president assent is must. The constitution requires president to appoint a commission to report on the administration of scheduled areas and the welfare of the STs and in that states. Okay, so particularly welfare of scheduled tribes are concerned. So there should be a commission to prepare a report on that, how the governance is going on such scheduled areas, how the administration is carried out, whether the welfare of STs are taken care of while such administration is going on. Now there is a committee, UN Dever Committee. This UN Dever Committee was appointed in 1961 and second commission was appointed in 2022 under the Dilip Singh Bhuria. So they all means regarding the administration of scheduled areas. So you got it. And next, PESA. Remember, PESA is associated to fifth scheduled areas. PESA, what is PESA? PESA means provisions of the Panchayat extension to the Scheduled Areas Act 1996. So provisions of the Panchayat extension to the Scheduled Areas Act 1996, shortly we know it as PESA. So what actually PESA does? PESA safeguards and preserves the tradition and customs of the people and their cultural identity, community resources, and customary mode of dispute resolution. This PESA empowers Gram Sabha or Panchayat at appropriate level of right to mandatory consultation in land acquisition, resettlement, and rehabilitation of displaced person. So whenever some kind of land acquisition is being care of, or you can say the land acquisition being done for some kind of government project implementation or any such activity, or you can say sometimes industry establishment, then such type of land acquisition can be done only after proper consultation with the Gram Sabha and Panchayat, so that the tribal community should not suffer from that. So PESA actually safeguards the custom, tradition, and the rights of the scheduled areas peoples. So PESA seeks to reduce the alienation in the tribal areas, as they will have better control over the utilization of the public resources. So no alienation should take place in tribal areas, and PESA ensures that. The Act recognizes and establishes the four established rights in FDST and OTFD. FDST means what? For stabilized dwelling scheduled tribe, and OTFD means other traditional for established dwellers who have been residing in such for established for generation. Means PESA also recognize those people who are residing, those peoples mean those tribe people who are residing in a particular area, and those areas means resources. We are talking about like wild resources, those forests. Actually, the rights of those tribal peoples are there because they are living there from generation to generation, and PESA ensures their rights over those areas. Got it? So PESA, we also got to know PESA through this discussion. PESA, provisions of Panchayat Acts, extension to the Scheduled Areas Act 1996. Then this PESA is exclusively related to the fifth scheduled areas. Okay, now let's come to the sixth scheduled areas. Sixth scheduled area. Well, you can see here Assam, Meghalaya, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम, दिस टाइप सेट यहाँ से जो स्टेट्स आपको मिल रहा है ना, असम के साथ मेघालय कनेक्टेड है, मेघालयर लगत আপোনাৰ को एके অসমৰ त्रिपुरा देन मिजोरम, माने এই ফালৰ পৰা यहाँ से आप देखोगे तो असम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम, ये चार जो स्टेट है, they come under these six scheduled areas. And six scheduled areas, that is the tribal areas, right? Now you can see in this picture that regions under six scheduled and ILP regime, inner line permit. ILP stands for inner line permit regime in the northeast. Two of Assam, three autonomous district council. That is, here we have Karbi Anglong and Dima Hasao, right? Then Bodoland territorial areas district, and then here, this in case of Meghalaya, Shillong, Tripura, Mizoram. Now you can see here that Arunachal Pradesh entire come under ILP regime. Inner line permit needs to be means first taken while you are visiting Arunachal Pradesh. Then again, same Nagaland, entire state under ILP regime. Tripura, 6 schedule areas cover 70% of the geographical area. Meghalaya, almost entire state covered under 6 schedule. That is, except some part of Shillong, all the state comes under 6 schedule. Assam, 3 autonomous districts comes under 6 schedule. What are they? You just have seen Bodoland Territorial Area District and 2 Karbi Anglong and Dima Hasao. These 3 districts come under 6 schedule. Then Manipur comes under again what? ILP regime. You need to take ILP before entering Manipur. So you have seen that in case of Meghalaya, we have Khasi Hills Autonomous District Councils, Jayantia Hills Autonomous District Council, Garu Hills Autonomous District Council. Except few portion of Shillong, all are coming under this 6 schedule. Then Mizoram, Sakma Autonomous District Council, Lai Autonomous District Council, and Mara Autonomous District Council. Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council, and Assam, Dima Hasao Autonomous Council, Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, and Bodoland Territorial Council. You can see here, this is Bodoland, this is Karbi Anglong, this is Dima Hasao. And in case of Meghalaya, we have Garu Hills, then Khasi, then Jayantia. Jayantia is means you can see after Jayantia we have Dima Hasao of Assam. So Garu, Khasi, Jayantia. Then in case of Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council, and then in case of Mizoram, we have Chakma, Lai, and Mara. So these are the areas under 6 schedules. From Assam, you should not forget, we have what? 3 districts. Okay. Okay, good. Now, 6 schedule areas, they are the tribal areas, they are known as tribal areas. Similarly, we have 5th schedule areas, they are known as schedule areas. Similarly, in this case, 6 schedule areas, administration of tribal areas in 4 northeastern states, that is Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Shortly, we know them as AMTM. A, Assam, M, Meghalaya, T, Tripura, and Mizoram. So 4 northeastern states have 6 schedule areas. Now, these 6 schedule areas coming under Article 244.2 and the 5th schedule 244.1. Rationality. Why means these 6 schedule areas being created? Why these 4 states tribal areas come under a separate schedule, not in 5th schedule? Why they come under a separate schedule, 6th schedule? Because the tribes of this Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram, they have not assimilated mass with the majority. And still they have their roots in their own culture, customs, etc. Means they have their unique culture, which have not been mass assimilated with the other major parts of the country, right? So you can see here that if you go to this year's APSC mains paper, there's a question on this, right? Why the this types of Northeast have some kind of different unique culture than other parts of the countries. Lines, okay, that those lines divide them. Anyway, you have just got that. That's why they are, because of their unique culture and custom, because that they have not assimilated mass with the majority. So a separate schedule, 6 schedule being created to protect them, right? Protect their culture and customs. AMTM. So the tribal areas of AMTM are considered as autonomous districts, but they do not fall outside the executive authority of the state concerned. And one of the most important provisions of the 6th schedule is that the tribal areas are to be administered as autonomous districts and autonomous regions. Got it? Under the provision of the 6th schedule, the governor of the state is empowered to determine area or areas as administrative units of the autonomous districts and autonomous region. So in this case, 6th schedule, in the case of 6th schedule areas, governor has the power to create a new autonomous district or region or alter the territorial jurisdiction or the name of any autonomous districts or autonomous region. So here you can see that governor power in this particular states comparatively more than the governor powers on the other state, because they got the special power with respect to this autonomous district and autonomous region creation under the 6th schedule. Okay, so in case of Assam, we have just seen that Dima Hasao, Karbi Anglong, Bodoland, and then Tripura, just you have seen Mizoram, what are the areas, Okay, and then Meghalaya, Khasi Jaintia, Garo Hills. Now, what are the administrative setup? The sixth schedule has provision for the creation of autonomous district council, regional council, and those with certain legislative, executive, judicial, and financial power. However, the administrative powers and functions of this district council and regional council differ from state to state. The sixth schedule, each autonomous district shall have a district council consisting of not more than 30 members, out of which 4 are nominated by the governor, rest are elected on the basis of adult franchise. So 4 out of 30 members, 4 are nominated by the governor and other elected on the basis of adult franchise. Borderland Territorial Council in this case is an exception. It can have up to 46 members. Other district council may have a maximum of 30 members, while Borderland Territorial Council may have up to 46 members. But the thing is then that 4 are nominated by governor, rest are elected through adult franchise. So quickly, you see that if we revise that what are the difference between scheduled areas and tribal areas? Scheduled areas as such areas, the president may by order declare to be the scheduled areas after consultation with the governor of the state. And whereas those state areas in the state of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram, AMTM, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram, they provide district or regional autonomous council, and they fall under the areas known as tribal areas. So schedule area for fifth schedule, tribal area for sixth schedule. And the article is 244(1), under which this fifth schedule comes, and they define schedule areas. And article 244(2) plus 2, that is defining the tribal areas. So sixth schedule falls under article 244(2). Got it? So this is the entire discussion of the fifth schedule and sixth schedule areas. I hope everything is clear to you now. And with this discussion, we have also looked into the provisions of the PESA, that is Panchayat Extension to the Scheduled Areas Act 1996. And also we have seen that why this sixth schedule, separate schedule being created. Okay, so I hope there is no other confusion regarding that. And this is a very, very important topic, especially for those who are preparing for the APSc interview point of view, and also UPSC and APSc examination point of view. And other state government exams, they also ask question on this topic. So I hope you like this session. So let me know how is it. Okay, then meet you in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.